Happy Monday, everybody! Didn't I promise that the next game would feel like Christmas? I don't know why, but Harry Potter, Hogwarts, the Harry Potter universe feels like Christmas to me. I don't know why. Maybe because the movies always came out during the holidays? Is that why? I don't know. It just, the whole Harry Potter universe feels like Christmas to me. So, I tried to deliver on that promise. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to another episode of DreamWizard Plays number 742. I forgot to look. I think so. Hogwarts Legacy from 2023, part 1 of probably at least 20, 25. We're going to be at this for about a month, probably. And that's if we just stick to the story. We'll see how it goes. Let's do the housekeeping here. Oh, no, let's try and get this right. For the first time ever, second time ever. I am, of course, your humbly hirsute host, Benjamin, the DreamWizard. It even says it right on the screen over there. That's my, it's also my Steam handle. The eponymous Benjamin, the DreamWizard, after whom the channel DreamWizard Plays is named. Hence the name of the channel. I make sense sometimes. I see Imagine is in the chat. Hell yeah, baby. New playthrough and chat gets to join in. It's action. It's all action all the time. Once we get through the housekeeping, let's do that. Would you kindly like, share, and subscribe? Tell your friends to jump into the chat right now on Rumble and YouTube. Leave a like and a comment on the X platform. I will stop by later and say hello. Where is it? Wait, there. Cheese and rice. How about we turn that off and turn that on? There we go. This episode. What? Wait. Hold on. I wasn't ready for that one yet. I was so confused. This episode of DreamWizard Plays is brought to you in part by Dreamscapes, episode 213, dropped this weekend. The audio-only version, of course, on Friday is at 10 a.m. The full video on YouTube and Rumble, available as of Saturday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. Episode 213, Married to the Job. What does that mean? I'm not going to tell you. I never do. You're going to have to listen to the episode or watch it and figure it out for yourself. I think it's a mystery easy enough to solve. You'll get it when you hear what the dream is. Imagine says, "Is that your wife?" That is not my wife. No, she would not ever appear on the stream. She is not a public person. She does not want her face and words on the internet. She's very different for me in that regard. I don't want my name, face and words on the internet necessarily. That wasn't ever the point. It's always to kind of accomplish something. Like I wouldn't be doing this for nothing. What am I trying to accomplish? Sometimes I don't know. Entertainment, I suppose. But it's not for, if you offer me fame or fortune, I will take the money and obscurity. I don't really care to be famous. Not like that. Anyway, check that out. Also, this episode brought to you in part by ABC Book One. We've come full circle, all the way back around the clock, to ABC Book One, The Court of Curiosity, the very first book I published in 2020. It is the historical document preserving the words of a French knight in a letter he wrote to a French noblewoman at her request to explain to her his understanding of the interpretation of dreams. And this was the result. It also has a second half where it talks about the then science, as they would have called it, of physiognomy. And I will leave you to assess the validity of such claims to your own satisfaction. Of course, all this and more at benjaminthedreamwizard.com. Click on that books tab. Don't scroll at all. Stay at the top. It's the first book at the top of that list. Follow the Amazon link. You're good to go. I also released a brand new AI radio song last Friday at 10 a.m. The Cremation of Sam McGee. I told Suno to give me a song that sounds like The Devil Went Down to Georgia, and it sure did. And this is the longest song I've ever released. It's a fantastic poem. Lots of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. Boot stomping. Emialev. I honestly have no idea. Hello. Well, hello to you too. Imagine says Yona. That's not an account I am familiar with. So I guess not Yona. I don't know, but hopefully just a Harry Potter and Hogwarts fan. We're going to get going here real soon. Let me get to the last but most important thing. Of course, you should also head on over to benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com if you want to get a hold of the very special, super secret cocktail recipe for this episode, the Dream Wizard's Butter Beer. We got that right here in my hot little hand. And, of course, if you have a beverage of your own ready to hand, you would like to raise a glass along with me, please do so now as we recite the toast. Here we go. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Nostrovia. Unpai. Salud. Cheers to you. And here's mud in your eye. What do we got here? Imagine says that person is number one in the chat. Well, that's fantastic. I hope they stick around and tell me how they wish to be addressed. Imagine says beer. Yona says that's not me. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, Yona's usually the number one, but when she was, I was very surprised by that. You were had the most comments in chat, so you should have been number one. I don't know why a number's not popping up next to your name. I wonder if it has to be a certain kind of account in order for it to count. I don't know. Anyway, go get that recipe over at locals.com and let's get into the game. As promised, okay, so I made a character earlier just to test it out. It took me like 2.5. Okay, I already hate this game. I'll get over it. But it took me 2.5 hours to reprogram the mother-loving keys. I swear to God. And I don't know how any of this is going to work. We're going to find out. But I deleted that character so we can start completely from scratch. And let's get to it. Chet gets to play. Absolutely. So 2 hours worth of key reprogramming. No shit. 2.5 minimum. Okay. Here's what we do. We need to make a new character. I made one earlier and I made it look like me just for fun, or as much like me as I could. So that's one of our questions. Before we even get into the character creation, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on 1 September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside of school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, M. Weasley, Professor Weasley, Deputy Head Mistress. Trauma says, you look like... Trauma. Yona. Either way. Yona says, you look like Hagrid in real life. A little bit. He's taller. His hair was ever so much more luxurious. Mine is a poor imitation. Imagine says, remember, DreamWiz for chat respond. Okay. When asking question. Oh, wait for the chat to respond. Yes. Yeah, I absolutely will. It's also going to be interesting to try and figure out how much of that we can actually do. But I do want to hear from you. We might even have to do, 1 in the chat or 2 in the chat to make it really clear what the answer is to things. Anyway, start the game. Why is F way over there? All right. So here we go. The very first question. Do we play a male character or a female character? Now, one thing I haven't done is I forgot to change the audio settings because now we're going to hear the music really loud. Imagine says male. Well, you have a very strong opinion. I'm easy either way. Usually what I do with these kind of games is I alternate back and forth. When there is a character creation, and that is not in every game, I will play a male character one time. The next time I will make a female character. It's just been a rule I've followed because it's really hard for me to decide sometimes. The last game I played with the character creation was Nightingale, and I made a male character. So this time I was thinking of doing a female character. I don't have to, but Emerald says the male voice actor is far better trained. Well, there you go. Imagine says you were anime female last game. Was I? What game was that? Was I given a choice? Oh, you mean when I was playing Mizuki as no, it's only I only count it. It only counts when I get to choose at the character creation stage. So, I mean, we've got one strong opinion. If nobody else cares, I'm going to make a male character. Yona, Emerald, whoever the other person was, I really don't know. It was Emilia? Liev? Something like that. Yona says AI was androgynous, though. He also played Ryuki. It's true. Male. All right, male it is. Now, do you want me to make a character that I try to make look like me? Or do you want me to make it random or look like somebody else? What do you think? Here's a bunch of pre-mades. You can just pick one if you want to. Or you can go into the more character creation side of things. Make it look like you. Okay, I'll just do exactly what I did last time. I think I picked... He's got to have a little bit of a sharp nose, but I don't think those eyes are me. I think this guy's a little bit closer. What do you guys think? Is that? Well, let's do this. Let's get the let's change the hair, and change the. So should we go with scraggly long hair or kind of smoothed down hair? So number 1, scraggly. Number 2, smooth. Imagine says Scrag. You know what? We're on the same wavelength. This was the hairstyle I picked before. This is we're remaking the exact same character I just made. Yona says scraggly too. All right. And for the is this the right color blonde, or should I be going for a darker or a lighter blonde? I mean, that's too brown. It's kind of a reddish brown. That's a bit of a light brown mix between a blonde, lighter brown. See, this one's got kind of a yellow to it. My hair isn't that yellow, though. Okay, now it's getting into the blues. All right. Does this one look about right? Or should I go back darker with highlights? Was this the darker? Or darker than this? So what do you think? Darker? I mean, is that about right? Is that kind of the brownish blonde? It looks very different on this screen up here than it does on the screen in front of me. Imagine says perfect. Yona, you're good with it? Emerald, do you have an opinion? This is audience interaction time. You guys get to design the character and help me decide which quests to do or not do. Okay, Yona and Emerald both say that's good. All right, let's leave it. We'll leave it alone. All right, I am going to get rid of the freckles. There will be no... I don't have any freckles. And my complexion... Is it a little darker? What is my complexion? I don't even know. I'm a little unhappy that I can't make this guy chubby. I was going to make him chubby. But no can do. They only let you be pretty. Oh, shucks. Watermelon says, I'm sorry, Imagines. I keep wanting to call you by your last name on that I shouldn't even be able to see. I still don't know why. I can see full names on the back end here, and then they pop up on the screen. Imagine says that's fine. And strong opinions? Anybody else? And I am going to thicken the eyebrows a little bit. Not a lot. Not too shaggy, but also not thin. Thin? Like this one? Wait, Yona says that's good. Right there? Stop right where I'm at? Oh, wait a minute. Emerald likes it. Imagine says thin. Are my eyebrows kind of thin? Thinner than that? Or is that... Okay. I guess maybe they are. I don't spend a lot of time looking at myself in the mirror. You'd think I'd know what my own face looks like. Yona says no. Yes, she says yes, then she says no. So we got these two options, 1 and 2. I don't know why this one feels like it's right to me, but this one seems to be the one people see when they look at me. Number 2. Imagine says number 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yona, you're the tiebreaker. 1, 2. They're thick enough I can see them on my TV from across the room. Actually, Emerald says I like number 1 as well. Number 1 seems like it feels like me a little bit more. Those seem a little manicured. Mine's a little wilder, I think. Yeah. Let's go with 1. Imagine says, thank you, Emerald. We're doing it. The chat has spoken. It's happening. All right. And then eye color. We gotta get that right. Let's see. I know the blue. It's definitely a. Oh no. That's eyebrow color. Shit. Go back to what it was. What was it? They were kind of darker, right? I think it was right in here somewhere. I'm gonna just leave that alone. My eyebrows are actually kind of dark, even compared to my hair. Okay, it's eye color I was trying to switch. And we got to find the blue. And it's more of a, I think this works, right? It's kind of a darkish blue. Not that anyone can actually see my eyes through these glasses or on their television screen. This feels like it looks like what I see when I look in the mirror. I've probably spent more time looking at my actual eyeballs than anything else. Imagine saying this. This is perfect right here. Looks good on that guy. He looks like a caveman. A little bit. Like the Geico commercials. Yeah. You should just check out purple. Let's check out purple. Where's purple? We can always come back. It's right. It's the blue that's dead center. Purple is insane. Let's look at purple eyes. It doesn't have to look like me. We can give him yellow eyes, green eyes. Oh, purple. Yeah. Those are pretty dark, though. It's almost like you can't even really see how purple they are. And that's the only purple. That's an interesting kind of blue right there too. I don't think that's me. I think I'm the blue that's right here. Orange. Oh boy, we got mixed opinions. Okay. Emerald says, yeah, do not go for purple. It's just nice to see. Well, it was worth checking out. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going between maybe blue and orange. Where was orange? We had a request for orange. This looks kind of like a pumpkin orange, like a burnt sienna. Is that what they call it? Where was orange? Those are yellow. I think there was an orange somewhere around here, right? It reminded me of like cat's eyes. We can make them brown. Azul. Says Imagine. Orange is too much Twilight. I kind of agree. I'm thinking this one. I'm thinking this blue right here. What do you guys think? Is this good enough? Yes, no? Imagine says yes. Emerald likes blue. Well, Yona, even if your heart was set on orange, I'm sorry, I think the chat has spoken. Unless anyone else has an opinion. You can't win them all. Yona says blue is good. All right. Carrying on. Do we need to fix anything else? He's got this kind of scraggly looking dark blondish hair. Look at it. Look at it move too. Whoops. It's got a little physics. Okay. Voice 1.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
We can move the pitch up or down. What is my pitch? Was that pretty close or is it higher?
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
That sounds very young, actually. Imagine says face. Can you make it ugly? Lower. Lower?
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
You know what? That sounds a little weird, distorted. I think...
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Lower? Lower than that? Wait, the lowest possible? Take it all the way down?
That was quite something.
You know, I think they're just pitch shifting the same voice actor. They don't actually have a different actor. Damn. We're treating the cats for fleas, and this one, she just freaks out when they bite her in the back. No pitch. No pitch?
It was one. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
What does no pitch mean? Like, middle. There's no pitch?
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
That sounds like the voice actor's most natural tone, and then they pitch shift it, which sounds weird. Yeah. You guys don't have any, if you don't have any strong opinions. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get an opportunity to change this later. We got to pick easy mode or story mode. I'm not going normal. I can't. Trust me, I'm not that good. But story mode just means it won't be a challenge at all, which is fine with me. But if you want to see me sweat, oh, Imagine wants it on normal. Yona wants it on story. Why don't we go easy? And that kind of splits the difference. Normal, you severely overestimate my abilities. That's mean. You want to see me suffer. Normal is hard mode for me. Hard mode is impossible. This is, you got to know who you're dealing with here. I think I might have to make an executive decision and just say, we're gonna go easy mode. I'll give myself a little challenge. I'll leave the possibility of death on the table. Yona says, I know you have the ability to rage quit. Oh, I do. And I don't want to do it. Imagine. What? Sell me on playing on normal. What is it about normal mode that you want so badly to see it? What's happening? Emerald said says there is nothing one want to see more than a hero fall, and you are our hero, man. Well, I mean, that's a reason. You will get the experience of struggle. Okay, if that's what you're looking for, I promise you, hand to God, I will get the experience of struggle on easy mode. You got it. Trust me on this one. We're going with that. All right. Do we want to give this guy my actual full real name? I can do Benjamin. Not harder to you, not handed to you on a platter. Yeah. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. You'll be like, why is he dying? It's on easy mode. Yeah. You're probably just better than I am. He will struggle in easy mode. It's a fact. I could just type out the DreamWizard. No, it won't let me do it. The DreamWiz I could put in there. Gasoline sniffer. I told you guys you were going to get to help me out here. First name Gasoline, second name Sniffer. Do they ever actually say your name in the game? Do they say strange words? Will they call you Gasoline or Mr. Sniffer? We got one vote for Gasoline Sniffer. I think you might be the odd man out on this one. Does anyone else want to vote for that name? Emerald says Benjamin is definitely Hogwarts proof. It is. It's a nice classical sounding name, biblical even. Dick Wolf. Okay, now that's a good one. I'm inclined to go with Dick Wolf. If you're a fan of the Law and Order series, you'll know. When Imagine it says, welcome, Gasoline Sniffer. You are Hufflepuff Gas Sniffer. That's actually pretty funny. Benjamin Noski. No skill is what it was. I thought those were exclamation points. All right, I'm kind of leaning toward Dick Wolf. Not gonna lie. How do you guys feel about that? Or make some other suggestions. I'm in no rush. I can take as long as you want to do this. Imagine says I'm dying. So what's the story about Dick Wolf? That's the name of the producer, I believe, of the Law and Order series and Law and Order SVU and many of the spin-offs. And whenever the show ended, my wife and I used to try to be the first one to say Dick Wolf, but we couldn't say it until the words appeared on the screen. So we would both wait, Dick Wolf. And we'd very often tie because we were both very quick. And then sometimes one of us would forget, and the other one would get the win that time. You know, it says Dick Wolf, that was the producer. Indeed. Imagine says, my butt, why were you stealing hair growth potions? Chat seems to be a little split. We got one person likes Benjamin, one person likes Dick Wolf, one person wants gasoline sniffer. We got to get everybody on the same page here. Imagine sticking to his guns. He really likes that one. I don't know, gas sniffer? Is that a Jew joke? Are we allowed to make Jew jokes? Yona likes Dick. Just gonna let you guys clip that. They may call him Wolf Dick, indeed, or Mr. Wolf. Did you know that one of the kids in Stranger Things, well, they're not kids anymore, but one of it, the main kid who plays Michael, his name in real life sounds like a fantasy medieval character. His name in real life is Finn Wolfhard. Gilma says, I mean, I do like Dick, though. Dick is very nice. Fantastic name. Whoa, what's happening there? Okay, I almost broke something. I was trying to move this mouse. What beverage are you drinking? Oh, let's bring it back up again here. Hold on. One moment, please. This is the cocktail you can get at benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com. It is the DreamWizard's Butterbeer. It is my own version of the Butterbeer cocktail. I am not the first person to have ever thought of it, but I do like my recipe the best. And there you go. All right, we do need to move on at some point, though. Benjamin Butterbeer. Butterbear or Butterbeer? That shall be the name. Benjamin Butterbeer. That actually sounds like a Hufflepuff name. Kind of does. What do you guys think? I actually like that. I was going to go with like my real life last name, because why not? It's on my books. It's not that hard to find out. I'm not, Benjamin Butterbeer. What do you guys think? I'm leaning in that direction. It's either that or Dick Wolf. I'm probably not going to, imagine, I'm so sorry. I'm probably not going to do gasoline sniffer. Okay, we got two. For Benjamin Butterbeer. I love the alliteration. Just call me BB. And now, for the third game in a row, we have BB. That's some crazy synchronicity right there. Wow. Are we casting a spell in real life? All right, and we are going to the wizards' dormitories, to the little wizard's room. Here we go. The journey is starting. Emerald says, I'll call you my boo-boo, though. I have a cat named Bubba. You can call me Bubba.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand.
That boy's a little
You'll be a
flouncy.
force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Not at all, sir.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Yona says, yep, we love our synchronous instances. Indeed. Even our synchronous cities. Okay, did they forget to program the assets, or is he holding invisible reins for invisible horses? What is happening there? And who's this guy? Oh, he's a wizard. Invisible Reigns, says both Emerald and Yona. That used to freak me out. It looks really weird. Imagine says, I want a conversation with Benjamin going like, hey, BB, want some beer with butter? Excuse me, I do not want to drink my heritage. I'll have you know, butterbeer was named after me.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
You guys seeing this tearing across the screen as it pans? I think I'm getting some. Might have to fix the settings.
Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Of course, we're special.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Oh! Dragon attack.
Hang on!
Oh! And they are invisible reins and invisible horses. Okay. Why does that guy kind of look like Johnny Depp? Ooh! Those poor invisible horses and that driver.
The key! Give me your hand!
Woo! Teleported. Imagine says, this is what you call a sibling fight. Indeed. That's a wyvern, says Yona.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Wiggenweld, you say? Probably gonna need to remember that. Alright, I've learned how to heal, and it is programmed to the proper key. I found it instantly. Oh, excuse me. Gasoline
happened?
sniffer, hold on!
Oh, George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure.
Look around, it says.
But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Yo, don't litter. Seriously.
I'm feeling better, sir.
Did he
If
just
you'd like to look around a bit?
throw the bottle into the grass? I didn't even notice.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Okay, movement works. Can I sprint? There is no sprinting. All right, we're going to go straight into the menu because I need to fix some things. We're also... I can't do that. I can't do either of those things. I do want to futz with the sound a little bit. Music volume. It's usually the first thing I do is turn it down a little bit. I want to keep sound effects and dialogue up. Pitch? No. Mute all? No. Display subtitles? Yes. Mono audio? No. Configuration home cinema? Configuration headphones. There we go. Should have fixed that. I don't think we need to... Oh, I needed to change... Oh, that's... I wanted to just change my mouse settings. Is that under... Where is that under? Is that under... Oh, shit. Graphics options. Everything is set to ultra. Let's run a quick benchmark. That's what the problem was. Jesus. Hardware analysis complete. Appropriate settings have been selected. Yeah, we're going to put things on medium. That's what it was supposed to be. Also, we're using frame generation on and low latency mode on. Frame rate uncapped. Let's put it at 60. That's good enough for me. Yona says, thank you for liking the stream. Yay, me. Better. Yay, he did. Or whatever that was. He did litter. There we go. Okay. I'm having a hard time reading my own chat. All right. I think this is going to do it. We're going to upscale with the NVIDIA DLSS frame generation on low latency mode. That'll do it. No wonder it was screen tearing. It was high res. Super high res. That is not necessary. And I can't find anywhere to fix my mouse, but I guess I'll just get used to it. Whatever. Can I climb on things? Is there less screen tearing? It looks like there actually is not less screen tearing. But it does look like it's not showing up on the screen. Only I'm able to see it. Maybe rebooting the game will fix that next time. Yona says, it's right there. Actually, oh, go back to settings. Welcome to day one of DreamWizard Plays, where I am constantly futzing with settings. There was a mouse acceleration somewhere on here. I see a mouse button, but this just takes me to keybinds, which I don't believe mouse is on this list anywhere. Indeed, it is not. Menu reader. Oh, wait a minute. Cursor sensitivity. Yona says, well, that's stupid. They never put it under controls where it should be. It's always under something else. Imagine says, go talk to a high wizard, Dumbledore. Whoa, we're going to get there. Let me tell you. It just takes a minute. Audio visualizer size. No. Min-map. Mini-map transparency. Text size. Let me see about that. And we're gonna play with it a little bit here. Imagine says, what's wrong with the settings? I need the mouse to turn the camera at a speed I'm used to. So I have to dial it in on every single game. Sometimes I got to turn it way up. Sometimes I got to turn it way down. Seems like for this game I needed to turn it up just a little bit. That's still plenty pretty, right? I don't need settings on ultra high. It does make the grass look a little cartoonish. And but that's okay. Probably we're going to need to come back to this cave and do something in here at some point, because the port key brought us to this point. All right. We have looked around. I would like to pick up the litter. Did you see which direction he threw it? And I'm probably not going to be able to get it back no matter what I do. Can I take these antlers? I mean, that's pretty cool. I want to show up with moose antlers and a skull. Yona says, that's good for your dinosaur game rig. I know it's a dinosaur. All right, let's get out of here. Hey, let's go over there.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
I mean, there does seem to be a path right in front of us. Yona says, no, I know it's not your fault. Oh, yeah. I turn games up as high as I can. I guess we're auto sprinting.
Your wife got the portkey that brought us here.
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Okay, this is really loud.
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Well, that is a path, but it looks like it terminates near the ruins.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
Oh boy.
Focus on the center.
Basic cast. New spell unlocked. Oh, we did it! Shattered the barrier.
Excellent!
Use your camera to select an active target. Okay. I guess we're sliding.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Hey!
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
And it's pretty quick. I bet some spells cast faster than others, maybe. Yona says, all right, what a natural. Oh, she also says, it's cool. You have mobility to jump over stuff. Is this open world? Something like that. Avada Kedavra. We're not supposed to use that spell, though, right? That's like forbidden, isn't it? Isn't that like the death spell? It's been a while since I watched the series. And I never read the books. I know, blasphemy. But
up there.
Oh. But not until... Can I shoot some birds? I mean, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, you can shoot stuff behind you. You can climb pretty high up. I want to look over here, though. For sure. Always look around. There's probably some kind of achievement thing to get. Oh, yeah, there's a chest. I know it. I know it. And I got 64 coins. Imagine says, the game is sounding weird. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it doing the thing where it does the weird audio? Yona knows what I'm talking about. Oh, no. We're like... Imagine says, yes, it's all like, hold on here. Ah, shit, it is. It's doing it. God damn it. Weird audio. Normally when this happens, I just quit for the night, but... And this shouldn't be happening at all. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to end the stream and restart it immediately. Yona says I don't hear it. I do. I hear it, but Yona, you don't? That's really weird. I've got it coming through on my Rumble audio. Imagine says sorry. You got nothing to be sorry for. Yona says, imagine Avara Kedavra, and it was used by necromancers to raise the dead. Okay, I knew it was a spell that was like something to do with death. Yona, you don't hear it? You don't hear the messed up audio? Did it stop? No, it's still messed up. Audio is still messed up. Oh, I didn't turn that down enough. Okay, let me see if I can stop the stream and start it again. Super fast. I think if I do, it will, Yona says now I do. Very staticky. Alright, if it doesn't, if I'm not able to pick up the stream where I left off, if I can't get it started again before it ends the stream on YouTube, I'll just start a new one. So hold on a second here. Let me see if I can stop it and start it again real fast.